Hello, unlimited friends. It's Zara back again with another question about the law of attraction and its application in practical ways to our lives. The question today comes from Shannon. Let me read out the question. It is about her relationship with an ex. She says, needing help letting go of an ex. I have had this on and off relationship for the last 8 months, splitting about 4 times, and each time I feel I have seen my faults. However, since finding Abraham, I am now trying to view this differently. My question is, how do we let go of something when we feel a genuine connection with someone, but due to their actions, you know that it's probably not the right match? The What would Abraham say to an ex-partner showing up in a different way, saying that he wants to give it another go? I'd like to understand this deeper to know my next step. All right, Shannon, we've got you, sweetheart. I'm going to try and respond to your question with as much depth as I can. And before I do that, let me just introduce myself. For those of you who are new here, hi, I'm Zara Mahoon. I write the blog zmahoon.com. This is my virtual hot seat where I answer questions from my subscribers. Basically, what I do is through my courses, my books, and my coaching programs, I help people who feel lost or have given up on their dreams deal with the obstacles that are getting in their way so that they can start achieving their personal and business goals. I'm looking for people who are ready to transform their lives, bring peace into their hearts, more love into their lives, and more money in their bank accounts. Who do you know who needs my help? All right. So going back to what Shannon needs. So Shannon, there are a couple of things that I noticed in what you wrote. Number one, you feel that you have a genuine connection with this person. And so that means that this relationship is meaningful to you. The second thing that you said that's really important is that you have an on and off relationship with this person where you've split with each other 4 times within a space of 8 months, and now he is back again. So if you keep calling this an on again, off again type of a relationship, what do you think law of attraction will bring you more of? Not only from this relationship, but from any other relationship. Because your attention is on again, off again, on again, off again. So the law of attraction cannot bring you a long-term commitment if your focus is on an on and off relationship. So you've got to change your focus. Then you've said, each time I feel I have seen my faults. And the thing I want to point out to you is, sweetheart, they're not faults. You are who you are. And you are wonderful exactly the way you are. But if by faults you mean that you can see where you could have behaved differently, then the fact that he's coming back gives you an opportunity to do things differently. Why would you expect that the same thing that has happened before is going to happen again? Especially in light of the fact that you know where you went off track. Just tell yourself that you've learned from your past experience, and that's not going to happen to you again because now you know too much. So the fact that there's a genuine connection and he's coming back and presenting himself in a different way, what is the harm? What are you going to lose by giving it another chance? Especially if you think that there's a connection. You've called it a genuine connection. So if this is a genuine connection, it might be to your benefit to find out if there's more there, if you're both growing together. Most certainly you can do that. You've got nothing to lose. Because you see, there are two ways of looking at it. What if it doesn't go well? But what if it goes famously well? Wouldn't that be worth it? So, what I'm hearing from you is, I'm reading out your vibration just now, is that if you don't use this opportunity to find out what more this relationship has to offer you, you might regret it. You might look back and say, I should have tried to figure it out. I should have tried to see if there was more there, because of that genuine connection, you see? And sweetheart, you want to give yourself 1,000 chances. And when you get to 1,000, you got to turn that clock back and give yourself another 1,000 chances. Because you got to give yourself a chance every single time. Because every time you give it a try, you move forward. And maybe this is a long-term relationship for you, and maybe it will not be a long-term relationship for you. Either way, it's going to help you to clear out negative beliefs, deal with the things that you need to deal with to become the person that you truly want to be. So it's your decision at the end of the day whether or not you want to go forward or not. All I'm going to say here is, do that for which you will never experience any regret. And if you are going to let this opportunity to let him back into your life, if you're going to close the door on this opportunity, then you've got to bring yourself to feeling okay with doing that. You've got to change your self-talk and say, it's okay for me to close the door. And then that self-talk will be different. So you've got to decide whether or not you're at a place where you would have regret, or if you're at a place where you can walk away without regret. There's no right or wrong answer. There never is. What we do is we make a decision and then we figure it out. Just ask for your next step. And if it feels like you're in a place where you want to give this a chance, then don't look back at what happened before, because if you look back at what happened before, you're going to bring the energy of what happened before into this. And you don't want to do that. You want to meet this person as if you're meeting them for the very first time. You've got to let go of whatever has happened before. Start fresh. You be fresh. Don't hang on to those faults that you pointed out when you were writing. You said, I have seen my faults. No, leave that behind. You're not that person anymore. Meet this person as if you were meeting them for the very first time. See them as who they are now and stop seeing them as who they were in the past. Because if you keep seeing them as who they were in the past, then you're going to bring that person into this relationship. You don't want that. You want that genuine connection that you feel to blossom and become more. So leave who you were before behind, close the door on that. Leave who he was before and close the door on that. None of that is relevant because both of you have changed. You are who you are today, starting again. And he is who he is today, starting again. And now you will be giving yourself a fair chance. You see, when we bring the history of a relationship into the present moment, we are not giving that relationship a fair chance. And that's what you want just now. So, Shannon, I hope that this response is helpful to your situation. And I would love to hear back from you how you proceeded and your success. Everyone else, thank you for joining me here today. I hope that this discussion was helpful to you. I hope that you will find the material on this channel worth subscribing for. And if you have a question about the law of attraction, please feel free to leave it in the comments or send it to me through my email, through my website, zimahun.com. Thanks again, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.